been trying out my new Puzzling Trinket Cursed Relic deck, and this too is forcing me to consider the risk-reward of making tokens. There's a gem coat vendor. Yeah, I haven't been looking at my tokens really. Berserker Slam. Puzzling Trinket. Oh, the Puzzling Trinket got tokenized. Rogue Operation. Some good cards got tokenized. Hopefully next games I won't draw the Cursed Relic. And hopefully next games I'll have the Puzzling Trinket, so I can do some drawing action. Because if I have the Amber bonuses and the Puzzling Trinket, I should be able to draw cards. And with Explorer, big value perhaps? What's this deck gonna do? It forges a key, but it has to answer a really big Amber total, which it's not gonna do. It loses. Oof. The Cursed Relic deck, so far, not doing what I want it to do. So I wonder, maybe I need to discard token makers until I have the Puzzling Trinket. If I'm trying to win the game by overwhelming the opponent with like efficiency, then I could just try to hold out until I get the card I'm interested in, and then try to snowball from there and not try to make a bunch of explorers really quick. What I start off with is making as many tokens as I'm allowed to, right? And then if I experience problems, I adjust my strategy from there, right? So with the explorers, perhaps making as many explorers off the bat has not worked out so far. So I should try slowing down a bit until I get my important cards. Maybe the more experience I have with my Winds of Exchange decks, the more I'll see this play pattern arise where I don't want to make tokens until I get like a certain artifact out onto the board. Because artifacts are so important in this set, aren't they? There's so many like efficiency tools between like the buggies, the outposts. There's other important like artifact effects, like Hymn to Duma maybe. Or there's important creature control cards like Kaboom. If my deck only has one Kaboom, I might need that. So much so that I don't want to make tokens. Because when my Defender deck 3-0'd the Gauntlet, I had the Ganymede Outpost opening hand every game. And that card was so important to that deck's strategy. And this deck, if I think the Puzzling Trinket is important and I don't draw it, and I'm losing, then it's kind of like that variance problem. Okay, so yeah, Ambermedes is saying that he's discarding token makers until he gets Hallowfest. Okay. And discard the Visible Hand. Discarding it because I'm trying to get that Puzzling Trinket. Let's go. Strategize. What's now? Oh, got the Puzzling Trinket. There we go. The plan is coming together. Alright, well I got this Puzzling Trinket, right? So I play this. Gem Code Vendor. The Visible Hand. So I'll turn this bonus into a capture. So I'll capture onto the Gem Code Vendor, and then I make 2 tokens. Draw 3. I think I go Star Alliance. It's time to try to take over with Explorers. 1 house, 2 house. That seals 2. I will reap. Let's reap with this. Opponent may have blew the Kaboom too early. We're going to come back, even with this Cursed Relic in hand. Forge. Oh, that's the second key. Shizuoku Swapper. And I'll use the Puzzling Trinket to turn this Amber into a capture. Ooh. And then I'll do it with the Ornate Talking Tray too. Ooh. Okay, please, come on, that should be enough. And it doesn't have the Amber control. Finally taken down. The Gauntlets has reclaimed its honor, defeating the challenger 3-0. But that deck, or I mean that game, I held off on the Visible Hand, I discarded it, and I drew the Puzzling Trinket, and then the Puzzling Trinket let me take them off check. It helped me stay in the game for much longer, because I then drew into other Amber control. So that game, I felt like it really was correct to not tokenize until I had the Puzzling Trinket. And I drew it in time, so it mattered. The Sheik of Tears, Nia. I gotta do some more puzzling trinketing on TCO, perhaps.